Hey all, here at OS Reviews, you're watching our hands-on review of the Status Audio IEM-2X. So this stands for in-ear monitors, but it has the shape of actually earbuds. This is what the design looks like, so it's a little bit irregular for an IEM style. I think a more typical design would be like this, a teardrop shape that stays in your ears a bit more ergonomically, designed for artists on stage, but these are more for casual music listening. Still, they're called IEMs because they have a great attention to detail in terms of the sound. And I really like the motto of this company, which is no logos, no celebrities, just sound. So 100% of the kind of quality, time, and money is invested on the product itself, as opposed to making it super flashy and spending a lot of cash on what really doesn't impact the performance of the sound itself. Includes a mic for answering phone calls, and it's made out of machined aluminum. In terms of technical specifications, it has a 9mm driver. There's also a balanced armature, frequency range of 20 to 40,000 Hertz, wider than average. Usually it goes to 20,000 Hertz on the higher side. 1.2 meters long is also pretty typical there. And you can also see the kind of sound signature here on a graph. It's a neutral sound signature, referred to as analytical or flat, and generally preferred by audiophiles and audio professionals. So I'm definitely expecting a very realistic and detailed sound with these, despite looking, not too flashy in terms of the design. All right, so inside here, we just have the earbuds right on top. Underneath, we also have a soft carrying pouch that you can use to protect these when on the go, made out of a nylon material. And we have a quick product guide. It's also worth mentioning that inside of the bag is where you'll find some spare silicone tips to get a more comfortable fit. So taking a closer look at the design of these in-ear monitors, the first thing that strikes you is really how small they are. It's really nicely built, so construction quality is made out of fusion between rubber as well as fabric for the wire here, and also machined aluminum. So it just feels very sturdy, very precise, but also the drivers here are just tiny in terms of their form factor. In fact, these are one of the smallest and most comfortable wearing earbuds I've tried in a long time. You kind of forget they're even in there when you are listening to music. And we also have this nice 3.5mm cable that's gold-plated with a slight bend to the arm, making it slightly L-shaped. That's easier to pull in and remove without damaging the wire. And again, the fabric material here just provides some extra resistance that prevents it from frying or breaking after extended use. We also have that inline remote with oversized buttons that are very tactile and responsive, allowing you to control things like playing and pausing the music and volume when you're connected to an Android or iOS device. There's also a microphone on the other side. As a quick size comparison, here it is next to the One More triple drivers. You can tell that the One More are significantly larger here side by side. Both are audiophile grade, but these are much heavier as well, so wearing them, you definitely notice them in your ears. Moving into audio quality, I have to say they really don't disappoint. In fact, I was actually very surprised. Now, for neutral headphones, as they claim, bass is actually better than you think. Playing back some bass-boosted tracks, EDM music with drum beats is actually quite punchy. Sure, it's not going to be earth-shattering, and maybe isn't as strong as the One More triple drivers, which are renowned for the extra bass, but it still is very powerful and very much above average for in-ear monitors, so you definitely notice it. Otherwise, mids and highs are incredibly clean and crisp with tons of detail. All the nuanced textures of someone's voice, they hold their own really well, and on some properly mixed songs that are encoded, with care and recorded with care, comparing them with something like the One More triple drivers, you actually don't get a huge discernible difference in terms of the quality, especially with mids and highs. So I think that they are just super impressive, especially again if you are a musician, you want to just listen to something the way it was intended to be, with a ton of detail and accuracy. I think that you really will be pleased with these. So overall at $50, I would highly recommend the Status IEM-2X in-ear monitors, because I think it's relatively affordable, but will definitely give you a huge improvement in audio quality compared to many other brands that might even be more well known, just because there's so much attention here into the sound. It's also very discreet, it's super well built, it's comfortable to wear, and has, again, surprising accuracy across lows, mids, and highs. So overall, I'm definitely a fan, and I can't wait to see what this company comes out next. So you can find more details in the links down below, but if you're looking for a neutral sounding pair of small in-ear headphones which are ultra comfortable, you should definitely consider these on your list.